Like I say, it took me a while. It took me a long while to really see exactly what was going on. I mean, with all the, like I say, some of my people were saying extermination, kill them all, or kill them, carpet bombing, and I wouldn't do that. Like I say, I had been with Germany and had climbed up to power with Germany, and it took me the longest time to figure out exactly what was going on. I didn't think of the fact that I didn't think that a small African tribe would actually be using hallucinogens and torture and get behind the Yankees and actually get behind the Filipino and have the Yankees get behind the Filipinos and actually be doing this convoluted like psychotic trick or trap where it was like it wasn't all that many people really though. It was only like 3,000 people or a couple hundred million people really. I mean a couple 100,000 people basically. Pretty much, like I said, I had aircraft. I was rich. All my ships had real gold on them. All my trains had real silver. Massively wealthy, like I say. I mean, I was wealthy from Russia to China to basically what is the United States or America. I had bought Germany and had bought America and basically owned the whole world pretty much. Um, but nobody really knew who I was exactly. So, which was, I mean, I was already massively wealthy and already basically, 100, 800 galaxies and all that other stuff. So, like, I didn't mind taking a back seat a little bit. But, but anyway, though, I mean, a lot of people, I mean, the world only saw my people. They never really saw me. They saw my leaders out there, my managers, the people that ran my country, pretty much, or ran my countries, and it was fine with that. I mean, we were doing water filtration systems. I was building like I say, I built up to Russia, and I built the transcontinental railway that way. And then I was working on Japan and China and doing the first flights there. I mean, I was working all over the world, and just elevating everything. And we got to the point, and I never thought of the fact that somebody like a small African tribe would actually have this whole convoluted thing and be working and trying and maneuvering this whole time to get to a position where they could just go on me. And like I said, it's funny. Like I said, I mean, disease creeps into a water system no matter what. Like viruses like E. coli and other viruses, they were going to get into the water system anyway. I didn't think it would be Black Plague. I didn't think it would be Ebola, but salmonella still makes people sick. So I didn't want my people to be sick because that's not a good business kind of thing to do. So I actually had everything already set up to where, I mean, I was thinking that I would be facing like accidental rat falls in and contaminates water systems. I didn't think it was going to be an Ebola and Black Plague attack. Like I said, it's funny because like I was just doing it for like just better ways. I didn't think that it was actually going to be a planned, like someone was playing a test game with me. And I was just doing things safely and better business way. So, and when it came down, when they hit me hard, when they went, into my system, basically, the the water filtration systems and the food processing, they hit me like almost simultaneously. Well, I mean, it was like an attack, some rampaging people, and then a really decisive attack that was massive across the scale. Where they already had my people already picked out, and they're gonna and they were like, go roll, and they tried to get all of them, and they got only like three of them because, like I said, a lot of my people, they have armed guards around them, and they had like bunkers and stuff like that. So they tried to do a simultaneous attack on me, you know, to try and take me to try and take out my leaders. And like I say, like everything, all the protections, all the control measures, everything functioned perfectly, and they got three, and then we knew what was going on pretty much, kind of. We saw, the Yankees and some other people. I mean, they kept on like trying to get at me and my people, but they couldn't really get at me and my people until they really like poisoned everybody. And then there was like Black Plague was going all over the planet, and Ebola was going all over the planet. And it was just like this massive thing where 500 million people died. They initially, when they first did it, I think they got like 23 million. They were mostly just doing small towns, and then they tried the big one. But like I said, they messed up when they got to me because my food processing plants all had the nuclear testing things already, and so they didn't poison any of my people. Um, and like I say, I fed other armies too. Like I fed the Chinese army. Well, we all did about the same things, and I was sharing, trying to keep everyone up to date, as far as like, well, I'm doing this. I don't know what you're going to do. And most people just kind of like followed behind me, like, because I was just so particularly careful. All my people were like really careful about everything, because it's like, we really got to watch out. You never know. I mean, you could get a plague rat in here, and then, because like I say, at first when the food poisoning first happened, we thought it was a plague rat or something. Just got in there somehow and got smashed up, and then, it was part of the food somehow. We didn't really think that it was going to be somebody with an eyedropper and like some powder that is anthrax. We didn't think it was going to we didn't know it was going to be a planned attack, but it really was. So anyway, and then they got the aircraft, and then they ran off. They tried to bomb as many cities as they could, and we really didn't have anti-aircraft in place at that point in time. Like we didn't really think, we weren't like massive, like we're under attack kind of people. We were mostly like peace and love, and like some protection, but we really didn't think it was going to be like a massive like them like purposely just running wild, killing as many people as they could. We didn't see that coming, and so we were a little bit unprepared about a lot of things. But after a little bit, it became, well, that's what their game is. They're just going to try and bomb and kill us all. So, like I said, World War One, World War Two, it wasn't really World War. Really, it was more like small skirmish, small skirmish, small skirmish, small skirmish. People pretending to be this, but they're actually that. And so it wasn't really like a real world war. I mean, at least to me, like, but I mean, I had so many safeties and so many precautions. Like, if this happens, then contact that person. If that happens, contact this person. So like, in a proper military and a proper army and with proper safety and security, a lot of the problems where somebody's basically just running at you with a knife, like and like normally you die, or like someone comes up behind you and pulls a knife on you and goes to stab you. If you're really doing a really good operation, like that's not going to happen. Like your security guards will keep that guy when that guy is like maneuvering to get closer to you to pull the knife on you. Like your guards will just go and push them away, and we had all that in place. So when those guys were like, we just want to talk, and then trying to get closer with a knife, my guys are like, pushing them back. So, like I say, JFK and Nixon and like a lot of these psychopaths, they really didn't actually get too close to the actual government and the actual leaders. They were pushed away, and they're pushed away until they actually started to actually, kind of try and they had to get me to okay it before anybody would go with them on it. And I was like, yeah, okay, JFK, I mean, Kennedy, I knew him. And see, they had killed the Kennedy family and replaced him, so they knew I would remember the name. So I was like, okay, yeah, I guess he's a trusted dude. Because the Kennedy family was a trusted family, and they were actually from Germany. So they kind of conned me that way and got in that way. But I mean, like I said, my government and my operations still have safety and security. So even if you do have a crazy psychopath Kennedy, it would still catch it. And it did mostly. Everything functioned perfectly. So, and that's why there's so many people alive today, actually. It's because we had so many safeties and so many precautions that it was just like, in a well-run military and well-run operation, nothing bad will actually happen because it's like, oh, it gets caught by this. And then if that doesn't catch it, then we do this. And then so, like the 20th or 100th little like safety procedure, and it's like, they're just not getting in. And they weren't getting in at all. They didn't make any headway at all until they poisoned 500 million people and then started carpet bombing people like crazy because the towns were too well secured. So, and that's basically how they did it.